Hello everyone, Manova Collectibles here with yet another Hot Toys exclusive unboxing and review video. And today we're taking a look at the armor from the Mandalorian. Guys, a huge shout out to Day One Collectibles for sending me this figure. If you want to get this one or any other Day One releases, make sure you check them out. I put the link in the description below. Also, if you are new to the channel and you want to check out the latest Hot Toys releases, boxing videos, figure previews, and now 6-scale unfiltered videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification icon so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, enough of the talking, let's start with the unboxing. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright guys, and here we have the packaging, and as you can see we have a nice picture of the armor in the front. Now with this banner, pretty much consistent with every Star Wars releases, the armor on the side of the box. This is the bag with all the crescent warning, small pieces, do not need it. Now this is the other side of the box with another picture of the armor, which looks awesome. This is the bottom, Star Wars, and last but not least, the Star Wars on the top. That's basically it for the box. So now let me open this up and take a better look at the figure and the accessories. And the first thing we have here is obviously the insert art, looking awesome as well. And actually this could be one of my inspiration for my poses, so stay tuned for that, because we have 6 poses, not 5, 6, so stay tuned for that. And at the bottom it says TMS 044. Now let me remove the plastic here so you can see the figure in the packaging. So the first thing, as soon as I open this, guys, I can smell the brand new Hot Toys, and I have to tell you, this figure looks awesome. So you can see the armor here with a bunch of accessories. Let me remove the plastic. You can see the helmet, very nice paint application. Everything here you can see underneath the base, and that's basically it. So now what I'm gonna do next is take everything out and take a closer look at the accessories. Alright guys, and here we have all the accessories, and we're gonna start this with the base. As always, this time I'm not gonna run because I kinda like this base. I kinda like this base, I'm not gonna lie. We have the armor in the name tag, a very nice paint application on the top with kinda like a brownish color. Now we have some tools here. So we have this one here, very nicely painted. It is not die-cast, but the paint application was done so great that it does look like a metal piece. So I have to give that to Hot Toys, a very nice paint application on this one here. Now we have this accessory as well, and as you can see, pretty much same paint application. There's no weathering, it's just silver, but again, the way this was painted, it gives you the impression that it is metal, so it does look nice. Then we have this little hammer here, which I kind of like the design. You can see some black paint in the middle. Then you have some design and details here. It does look nice in my opinion. So that's basically it for this awesome hammer. Now we have some Beskar action going on, and this is pretty much a chest piece, and as you can see we have some dents in the middle, some dents on the side, kind of like scratches if you ask me. Then you can see some plain paint application, nothing underneath, so you cannot put it on Mandalorian even if you want, because there's no velcro or anything. Then we have this Beskar piece with the Imperial logo on the top, looking awesome as well. You can see the paint application is very nicely done on this one as well. And of course, last but not least, we have this one here. I kind of like the design on this one. Love the black handle, like the paint application as well. Pretty much very good accessory. Then we have only 4 hands, because honestly you don't need more than that. But one thing that caught my eye is the sculpting, very nicely done. I love the paint application with the brown, looks like leather, but it's obviously plastic. So that's basically it for the hands. Now there is another accessory that was included with this, which is this backdrop. And honestly guys, I think this was a good call, because this is not like a just regular cardboard, this is thicker, so I think this is more durable, and I like the idea. So as you can see, we have all the weapons in the back. You can see the bottom as well, very nicely done. I love the picture, especially for photography. If you're a photographer, this is just perfect. And that's basically it for all the accessories. Alright guys, so now taking a closer look at the armor herself. She looks beautiful. I love it. It's simple, but it's awesome. And I have to give credit to my friend Aries, because he called it. Now, let me take my tape and see how tall this figure actually is. And this is about 11 and a pinch taller, so about maybe 23 centimeters, if I'm not mistaken. Now, taking a closer look at the figure itself, I have to tell you guys, I really like the helmet on this one. The paint application is Beautiful, very nicely done with this kind of like a golden with some brown colors going on. Love the weathering, love the design as well. You can see that in the back. This is the side. You can see those pieces there, kind of like the ears, looking really good. Then you have this this top of the helmet, which also looks awesome, and of course the front. Now there's nothing underneath, as you can see, but I love the design. Looks like a female, obviously. Then we have the armor in the front, very nice color as well. We have material here, so this is actually fabric. Then we have these shoulder pads here, nicely painted, kind of like a leather type material if you ask me. Then we have the belt with a lot of details going on. I kind of like that, those little pieces inside the belt. Now guys, if you're still watching, please don't forget to like, because liking this video helps a lot. And of course, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future new Hot Toys releases. Alright guys, continuing with the review here, you can see the pants. Again, it's fabric. I love the boots. This is a good call by all means, because now you're gonna have more articulation, which we're gonna go over later in the video. So I really like it. Now I'm not sure about the durability of the skirt, if you ask me, because it looks like it's like leather material. So just be careful when you handle this. This is the bottom of the feet, looking awesome. Obviously, this is the back. You can see the boots, very nicely done as well. Love the weathering on this material. Now you can see the back of the armor, and again, this is what I was telling you, this is more like a leather type. So just be careful, you know, make sure that you have this figure in a room control temperature, because you know you don't want to crack it in the future. Now then we have this like I don't know, like feathers or hair, whatever you want to call it. It does look nice. This is the back of the figure as well. You can see all those details, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so now let's do some articulation, shall we? For the head, you can move it up this much, down this much, and to the sides this much. It's a ball joint, pretty much you can do anything. Now for the arm, it's a bit of a limitation. You can lift it about this much. There's no swivel on the biceps, and that's a bummer. Then you can bend the elbow, so just be careful that you find the right orientation, because if you do it without know where it is, you might break it, so be careful. Then for the hands, the classic peg articulation. Alright, now for the torso, it is one solid piece, so it's really not much swivel, just a little bit, as you can see, and pretty much no up crunch. And honestly, the way this is designed, you don't need up crunch. Now for the legs, you can do a split for about this much, and because of the skirt, some limitations. You can lift the leg for about this much, back for about this much. You can obviously bend the knee for about this much, and that's basically it. And the articulation on the feet, which is actually pretty good. I love that. Very good articulation. Alright guys, so now let's do some comparisons. And here we have the armorer next to Heavy Mando, and as you can see, she's short compared to Heavy Mando. Now for the next one, I have to include, you know, the one and only Mandalorian himself, the Beskar Mando next to the armorer, and they look awesome together for sure. And last but not least, I needed to put this figure because I kind of like this guy. We have IG-11, and as you can see, IG-11 is huge compared to the armorer. Alright guys, enough with the comparison, let's do some poses. Alright guys, my final thoughts about this figure. I love it. I'm very happy with this figure. And starting with the likeness, I think this is a really good representation of the armor. Starting from the top, the helmet looks beautiful. The paint application was excellent. Excellent. I love the weathering, I love the detail. Now moving on to the armor and the outfit itself, it is just perfect. They definitely caught the likeness of the armor. Now for the accessories, this figure comes with a decent amount of accessories. We don't have a lot, and honestly, this is what we need. We have the tools that she used, so that's pretty much good enough for me. I love the fact that we have the backdrop, so if you're a photographer and you like to take pictures, that's a huge addition if you ask me. Now the articulation could be, we can have an argument on the articulation. It's really not the best in the world, especially the arms and the torso, but guess what? You don't need it. It's good. And because of that, my final score is 9.5 out of 10. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Guys, don't forget to follow me on my Instagram and Facebook group 6 Scale Media for anything related 1/6 scale figures. Both links in the description below. And if you have some time, check out these 2 cool videos. And as always, be well and see you around in the next video.